Hello, everyone. Thank you for stopping by to see me today. Boy, do I have one for you today, y'all. It should make you happy. If you are a homeowner or you want to buy a home, this video is for you. Okay. If you are a go-getter, you want to live your best life, you don't want to depend on anyone for your survival, then this video is for you. Okay? Now, we know a lot of people want to buy houses. We know how much the houses cost. We know how much the interest is. And we know how hard it is to even try to even think about wanting to own a house. Okay? Investors are coming in and buying up the property. And what happens next when they do that? When they come into your neighborhood and buy up all the property, y'all? The houses go up for rent. So almost all the houses in your neighborhood is going up for rent. Every time a house goes for sale, the investor, the corporation, the billionaires, they buy your house. They buy the land. They buy the house. They buy something in your neighborhood. So it's making it harder and harder for the younger people to be able to buy a house. That's why they got to stay at your damn house, because they can't buy a house. They can barely rent an apartment. Y'all, do you understand? Well, I'm going to show you these videos and pay close attention and watch it and share this video with others. And don't be skipping, y'all. Don't be skipping, because you need to see the whole entire video. And I thank the people so much that watch the whole entire video. You people are amazing. Thank you so very much. And thank you for the PayPal, the Cash App, to buy me a coffee, the super thanks. Thank you for the blessings. And thank you for going over there to Gabby Ridge trying to buy up my soap and perfume oil. I appreciate that too. And going on over there to GabbyRidge.com soon. All right? It's coming soon. The t-shirts, the mouse pads, the can coasters, the car coasters. It's coming up. It's real soon, y'all. Okay. Don't forget Knick-Knack Haven. That's my eBay store. Ooh, move right along. knickknackhaven.com. Here's the first video. Pay close attention, because this is going to be amazing. Yes, I got on my pajama top. Yes, I do. Just got out of bed and just said, hey, let me go ahead and make this video. I'm tired. I got to get up and put some real clothes on so I can go out and do something. All right, here we go.
This is big breaking news. This is absolutely huge. And sometimes you have to give credit where credit is due, because Trump says he will seek to...
They don't want to give him credit. They don't want to do that. No matter what good he does for the American people, no matter how he try to help them, they still going to hate the man. They're going to hate him. They're going to hate him, y'all. That's just it.
And institutional investors from buying single-family homes.
Right,
and I guess there will be some process.
Hold on, let me play it again. Said what? Said what?
This is big breaking news. This is absolutely huge. And sometimes you have to give credit where credit is due, because Trump says he will seek to ban institutional investors from buying single-family homes. And I guess there will be some process where over a 3-year period or 5-year period, they'll have to give them all back.
Now, I'm pretty sure, y'all, that's going to have to be voted on. Congress. And you need to pay close attention to who votes against this. Pay close attention so you would know how to vote in the primary. You need to pay attention.
But can you imagine what that will do to the real estate market and how prices will come down considerably? Now, how that will affect millions of houses across the country, yeah, one can only one can only wonder what that'll do to pricing around the country. But just think about this. Over the next 3 to 5 years, hundreds of thousands of homes being released from institutional buyers and going back into the marketplace.
I don't think the house price is going to go up because of that. I don't think so. Why would it go up, huh? Why? They're trying to get it down. They're trying to get the interest down lower, and they're trying to get these house gouging people to lower their houses. Houses cost too much. Younger people can't buy houses. So they're going to have to deal with that too, some way, somehow. They're going to have to deal with that. They're going to have to change that as well, is what I'm trying to say. Okay, houses cost too damn much.
Yeah, sometimes you got to give credit where credit is due. But yes, this is a very good idea. Large corporations have no business being in the real estate game. The housing is for the public, not for institutions to try to make money on. Let me know what you think. Believe it or not, I think it's a good thing. Let me know what you say.
I think it's a good thing too. They shouldn't be trying to buy up the property. Corporations, they want to buy up the property and then put all the houses up for rent. When I lived in that senior apartment last year, they was going up on the rent. And we found out why they was going up on the rent. They was building over 200. They want to build over 200 townhouses in the back of us. They were all going to be for rent. You know, some people buy townhouses, but these were going to be for rent. 200 something. Can you imagine the traffic on that little street that I lived on? 200 houses. People got to go to work. People have cars. People have children. And we are a senior building. Can you imagine? Some corporation bought that land and started to build townhouses. That's what's happening in neighborhoods. They buying up the houses, renting them out. The people, I guess, who can afford it, because the rent is sort of high. Moving right along. Here we go again. Listen to this about Blackstone. Buying up every damn thing. Listen.
Okay, guys, huge news in the real estate industry as President Trump just went on Truth Social and said that he is in the works right now making plans to ban institutional investors like Blackstone from buying residential family homes in residential neighborhoods. And upon that news, their stock immediately dropped by 5%.
Oh.
Now, if you're not aware of this, this is a huge conversation in the real estate industry as you have had these huge
Why you think these stocks dropped? A lot of people didn't know about Blackstone. A lot of investors probably feel like, oh, Blackstone is finna lose some money. Nah, let me get my money out while I can. Let me get it out because, you know, their name is in the news now. Oh, no, I can't be dealing. I can't be losing no money like that. I don't really invest like that, y'all, because to me, that's gambling. I can't do that. Up, down, up, down. I don't like up, down. I don't like that. I like up always.
Investors with trillions of dollars that are going in and buying bulks of single-family homes and really trying to turn us into a renter's nation. And I've asked this question many times to people. Would you rather live in a neighborhood where everybody rents, or would you rather live in a neighborhood where everybody owns? I'm not down on renting. I'm just saying overall, what kind of a society do we want to become? And I think the implications are humongous. There is something about a family owning something and taking care of that thing and feeling pride of ownership and all of those things.
He is right about taking care. When there's so many houses in your neighborhood being for rent, pay attention to the house, how it starts to look. They moved in the beginning, it was nice. Then they start renting it out. Multiple people moving out every year, every 2 years. You got new neighbors next door to you in your neighborhood, and you don't know what you are receiving. Some people in there with Section 8, you just never know. I'm not saying all people on Section 8 is bad and would tear up a house. I'm not saying that. But a lot of them do, y'all. They do. And it's not just Section 8 people tearing up houses. It's just people who rent a house who don't give a damn. They get mad at the landlord, tear up the house, don't cut the grass, don't do nothing. Let the whole damn house fall apart. I'm just saying. When you own it, you care about it. Some people. The majority of people care about their house and how it looks. Don't believe me? Ride into the neighborhood, a real nice neighborhood. Take a look at the grass. Take a look at the house. It's painted, looking nice. Take a look at it.
And I think there are greater implications than just who owns it or who doesn't. It's about the psyche of the nation. What do you guys think? Am I off on this? Am I crazy on this? What do you guys think? I'd love to hear from you.
I think you're right, dude. I think you're right. I think you are right. Moving right along here.
Big housing news just dropped. Donald Trump announced his administration is taking steps to ban large institutional investors from buying single-family homes. The idea is simple. Homes should be for people, not corporations.
I agree.
Over the past few years, big investment firms have been buying up large number of single-family homes, especially starter homes. In some markets, investors have made up close to a third of all purchases, competing directly with everyday buyers. If this policy moves forward, it could mean less competition from cash buyers, more homes available for owner-occupants, and potentially less upward pressure on prices. This proposal targets large institutional investors, not small local landlords, and the details still matter, including how it's enforced and whether Congress needs to act.
So large investors only, not the small investor, someone who wants to buy a house and put it up for rent, huh? Really? I think a neighborhood should only have so many houses for rent. I'm just saying. Okay? I'm not saying they don't have to have, they shouldn't have any. Some, but not almost the whole damn neighborhood. I don't know if he know what he's talking about anyway. Moving right along.
But the message is clear. Housing affordability is a major focus heading into 2026.
Okay.
We'll keep watching how this plays out and what it means for buyers and sellers.
Can you imagine the people coming into your neighborhood buying a house? You don't think no foreign people are buying your house? Like people over there in China, other countries, buying the houses, investors, China buying up all the damn land. China buying up all the damn houses over here in the United States. Even buying land that's near military bases. Why the hell would they let China buy land near military bases? Why they do that? And why would China want to do that? Think about it, y'all. Think about it. Hate to say it, though. China's smart. All right, here we go.
I want to publicly repent for all the stuff that I said about Donald Trump, because after watching this video, I believe this pastor is right.
Don't say anything negative about the president. Just pray for him. Because God is using that man outside your understanding.
Okay.
You can only understand Donald Trump if you read the Old Testament and see how God used prophets to destroy. So guess what? On one side, Donald Trump is doing God's will, while at the same time, he's also producing the very vengeance that's going to cause people to attack us in the future.
You don't think God uses sinners? You don't? You know Moses was a sinner? You don't think he used people? And y'all over there talking about Trump so bad like y'all ain't never seen before in your life. And some of y'all still sinning. You're going to sin until the day you die. No sin is supposed to be greater than the other. That's what I heard. Is that true? Put it on down in the comment section. So if no sin is greater than the other, how in the hell can you talk about somebody? That's what I want to know. How can you do that? You ain't perfect. You ain't that man that's walking on that water. You ain't him. Okay? So y'all shouldn't be throwing no stones at somebody unless you want somebody to pick them up and throw them right back at your ass. Okay? I'm just telling you. Y'all need to stop that. Yes, you can give your opinion on something, but you ain't perfect. You ain't perfect either. So why the hell y'all hating somebody? Why?
But it's ordained that way, okay?
They are dancing so much in Nigeria because Donald Trump went over there for one reason and brought it with the United States military. He said, "Oh, you want to kill Christians? Wonderful. We're going to kill you." And we sent a bunch of military people over there, and they just start knocking down terrorists like you do at the bowling alley. He said, "This is return for what you're doing to Christians." So the Nigerians are dancing. Then I woke up this morning and found out that Donald Trump then bombed Venezuela and kidnapped the president and his wife and brought them back to America. I was like, what? Do you realize?
Donald Trump is bad, y'all. But they getting mad at him because of that. They getting mad. Why they getting mad at him? Because he did that, y'all. He went over there and got, what's his name? Osama bin Laden. Bush went over there and got Saddam Hussein. But y'all gonna get mad? Because Trump went and got Maduro? I guess that's his name. How can y'all get mad at something like that? They all have went over there and caught bad people that's trying to do bad by the United States. And not only by the United States, also bad by their own people. They do their own people bad. Those dictators, that's what I call them, dictators. And now they're talking about Putin in China is mad at Trump, and now they want to do something to Trump. They're going to put a bounty on his head. Right now, I think they say it's what, $40 million? If you can catch Trump and bring him over there, $40 million. But I'm going to tell you what's going to happen. They about to F around and find out. That's what they about to do, y'all. Okay. Oh, no. You think America going for that? Oh, no. Heck no. You ain't going to steal their leader. He's doing right. He don't want the drugs over here. He don't want the bad people. He don't want the child predators over here. What's wrong with that? Huh? What's wrong with it? Like I said, watch who you vote for this coming up election. Okay?
How crazy this is. Your president said, y'all won't stop with the drugs over here, and I have known for decades. He gave him a chance. He said, okay, stop. We're first going to start bombing your boats. How you know for the last few weeks our military have been bombing all the boats bringing drugs to America, killing your kids. They want evil in this country. They want drugs to keep it systematic. Never mind. They said we have overwhelming evidence that the president of Venezuela was in cahoots with the drug dealers pouring drugs into America.
Overwhelming evidence. And you don't think they're not going to use that evidence in court? I'm pretty sure they got videos and they got other things. But you know what, though? The left ain't going to believe it. They're going to think it's a lie. That's what they do. It's always a lie. Every time Trump presents something to you, it's always a lie. So you trying to tell me everything he does, everything that he finds out is always a lie? Always?
That is not something that you do is you break into another country, bomb the man's home, and you take the president and his wife of Venezuela and then put them on a helicopter and bring them back to Brooklyn.
Why did they take the wife, though? Why? Is she just as bad as her husband? Most likely. If you marry somebody like that, most likely you just as bad. Could be worse.
Crazy. But guess who's rejoicing? You want to know who's rejoicing? The Venezuelans. So that should tell you something.
Right. If they rejoicing, why the hell y'all mad? Y'all should feel sorry for those people over there. Y'all should feel bad. He was bad to his people. Bad. And y'all upset? Huh? Man, y'all something else.
Every time, all the people talk about this man, but every time he does something, the people rejoice. And so you're making decisions based on emotions of what you think. You're not making decisions based on how God uses men. When you see how God is using this man, he fits so easily into scripture when God gets ready to judge evil. And the men that he always uses to judge evil are always crazy.
Y'all know Trump is crazy, right? Look at him on Twitter. Look at him on Truth Social. He's crazy. He said what he wants to say. I don't care what y'all say, though. Trump has a kind heart. He does. He has a kind heart. Now, y'all think that situation is not kind? Oh, it's kind. It's kind what he's doing for the people. And they're not even U.S. citizens. They're over there in another country. He's trying to help that country. But at the same time, he's also helping us. okay? Helping us to keep the drugs out of here. Helping us to keep the cartel from out of here. The pedophiles. I know y'all don't like me to say that. YouTube don't like it either. But it's true, though. Moving right along. Let me move on. This is the last video, okay? Watch this one, y'all.
Got big breaking news from President Trump that he will try to ban large institutions from buying single-family homes. And I'm not a big fan of what Dave Ramsey has to say, but I think he nailed it in this video right here. Listen up.
And this is actually one of the few times you'll hear Dave say that the government could actually do something about this, okay? One is we've got large REITs, real estate investment trusts, and American corporations and Chinese corporations buying.
Oh, I meant to tell y'all, the reason I played that video about what the pastor said about Trump is because a lot of people pissed off and mad saying Trump don't do right. Trump is not good. Orange man bad. So I played that one to show you that God is using Trump. Okay? No matter what y'all think, God uses people. He does. Just because he ain't used you don't mean that God ain't real. All right? Well, you know we have a lot of atheists. A lot of them. The younger generation of today, they do not believe in God. They don't believe in the Holy Bible. They believe in that history book, but they will not believe in that Holy Bible. When the history book is talking about the past from long time ago, they believe that book. Even though the Bible talk about what happened in the past, long time ago, they don't believe in that Bible. They can't imagine it. They can't even think it, okay? So that's why I brought that up. Played that video. That's what I'm trying to say. Moving right along.
Thousands and thousands of single-family homes and taking them off the market and putting them up for rent. It's not just a few. So one thing you could do, and I'm really against limiting free enterprise.
That's Dave Ramsey. A lot of people don't like him now. They say he give bad advice. I don't know. What do you think? Put it on down in the comment section. Let's see what he's going to say.
But when the basic use of a single-family home is for a family to get a toehold in the marketplace and to build wealth and to have a stable place to live, when that's being affected by foreign organizations and by out-of-control capitalism, then, you got to put some limits on that.
If you watch the rest of this video, Dave Ramsey goes on to say that Airbnb is another major reason for the housing shortage. And that's actually true. Mom and pop investors own way more single-family homes than the large institutions, but it's a lot more fun to talk about BlackRock than mom and pop.
He's probably telling the truth. All those Airbnbs. How many of y'all been to an Airbnb? Been to a couple of them myself. Some of them were amazing, and one of them was horrible. But they buying up the land. They buying up the houses with Airbnb. You don't know who's next door to you. You don't know what they doing in that house. You don't know. In your neighborhood, you just don't know. Just got to take chances. Got to make sure you have your Second Amendment with you.
Even know if this is going to happen or not. Trump just teased the idea through a Truth Social. He said that he's going to be taking immediate steps to ban large institutional investors from buying single-family homes, and I'll be calling on Congress to codify. We'll see if that actually happens or not.
Okay, we'll see. We'll see. Okay, but they're serious about it. They are serious about it, and it's about time somebody actually cared. Okay. All the other people didn't do it. Obama didn't do it. Biden didn't do it. I know Trump didn't do it his first term. Maybe he thought he was going to be able to be reelected again, but we know what happened. Maybe he thought so. But this time, he said, I have 3 more years left. Y'all, let me tell you, it's going to be some stuff that happened within those 3 years. You don't think so? There's going to be more attempts on his life. There's going to be more good things that he's going to try to do for the American people also. Okay? And they don't want this. They don't want the good things. And you got to ask yourself why. Why the left, the Democrats, and the fake Republicans, the rhinos, Republicans in name only, why they don't want good things for the people of the United States, of this great America. Why they don't? Because they greedy. They got their hand in the cookie jar, y'all. That's why. They think the money is going to be taken from them. They won't be able to do what they want to do to you. Take your money, your tax dollars, and misuse it. They have been doing this for years. Not only that, decades, probably a century. You don't think people wasn't honest way back when? You don't. There's a lot of devils out there. There's a lot of them. And some of us have voted for those devils and didn't know that they was a devil, all right? Me included, all right? Me included. All right, go down there and tell me what you think. Are you happy about this? Do you live in a neighborhood that used to be mostly people who own their homes? Or do you live in a neighborhood now that has mostly rented houses? Investors came in and just effed it up. Put it on down there in the comment section. Let us know. With all that being said, make sure you like, share, comment, and subscribe. And watch the next video coming up. Thank you.
Yeah.